Today I'm going to show you guys how I make dough in my Famag mixer. This is the IM8S. This is for high hydration. I really love this mixer. Has done me really well when I do my big batches of dough. You could do small batches, but again, this is primarily used for some big batch doughs. I've had this mixer now going on about 7 months, and I just love it. It's perfect. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to it. All right, so let's just go ahead and get to it now. Again, this is going to be a pretty big batch dough for 8 dough balls. Basically, again, we have some two here that basically unscrew. The top comes up and you can see the big spiral mixer, the spiral here. You got your controls right here on the side. And basically, again, this does come off, which I love perfectly. They do have another model, which this base does not come off. So basically all you got to do is you twist to the right, or to the left actually, to unlock, and you twist to the left to lock it in. So let's go ahead and get this taken off, and then we'll go ahead and get some dough made. And so basically all I'm just going to be making just is my simple, Polish dough. Again, I will link that above. I got my Polish here. I have 780 grams of 00 flour, 36 grams of salt, and then I got my ice cold water here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the Polish and the 420 grams of water into the bowl, and then we'll go ahead and get you guys showing on how the mixer works. So now that I got my Polish into my bowl, again, like I said, I use ice cold water because, again, whenever you are mixing with the mixer, tends to get heats the dough up just a little bit, not too much, but again, ice cold water. And again, that's just up to you as how cold you want that water. So like I said, the bowl does locks in there really nice, so it's not going to go anywhere. And basically, again, this comes down, this closes, and then again, you have your two on the side here, and basically just go ahead and lock this down. And again, it just kind of locks like this. As you see, can you see it has two? And again, here on the side, you're gonna have for your speed, it goes from 0 all the way up to 10. So that shows that. Also has the kill button here, forward and reverse. Also, what's good about this mixer is that when you are running it, which I'll show you, this does cut the power off. So it's just, again, a safety feature. So let's go ahead and get this mixed. And I like to start it off around 3. We hit forward just to get the Polish melted. And I have a timer here, which I like to use. So we'll go ahead and just run this for a minute, kind of just get that Polish to melt down just a little bit more. As you can see, the bowl does move, which is really nice. So you really don't want to put your hands anywhere near it, but it does go, in the circle. All right. So it is pretty quiet, not super loud. If I do want to go up higher, again, I just have to turn that knob there. And basically, like I said, we're just getting that Polish melted down. Again, my Polish recipe, I will put the link above. And I'll also post a recipe down below for this specific batch that I am doing. And like I'll show you here, once the mixer is going, again, if you pull it up, it does stop, so it does kill it, which is really nice. You're not going to get your hand stuck in there and, hurt yourself. So let's just kind of finish mixing this up. And I'll also post a link below of where I did get this mixer. This is only for US buyers only. Unfortunately, if you are in a different country, you can sure find this. It is made in Italia, which is really nice. So let's go ahead and get that, and then we'll go ahead and now we'll get all the other flour, salt, everything else in, and then I'll kind of show you guys how this thing continues to mix and brings everything together. So I've added about 50% of the flour in, so now we're going to kind of just get that to mix up a little bit more. And as you can see, it is starting to kind of bring it together. So again, we'll kind of just let that go for a minute or so. And then I'll start adding slowly the rest of the flour, as well as the salt as well. So that's kind of coming together. And we could actually get the salt in as now. And as you can see, it's still mixing it pretty slow right now. 8 is around 4 to 5. Usually when I do start mixing a lot more, I do try to bring it up to about 7. This is the fastest that I go. I don't go too quick with it. in. So let's go ahead now. While that is looking pretty good, we'll go ahead and get the remaining flour. So again, you just pull that up and it cuts it off, and then you can go ahead and get the remaining flour in there. Get that. And again, forward here would be there. This is the dark gray model, which again, you know, I really enjoy. I really like this color. As you can see, it has these really nice on that side stickers. And again, it just plugs into just any outlet as well. And so this is going on about 3 minutes. I roughly do about 15 minutes in this mixer. I feel like that's the perfect, you know, speed. What's good about these spiral mixers that it does build the gluten really strong. Makes the dough really airy. So these mixers are really nice for that. And as you can see, this is kind of coming together now. Not so much, but like I said, we're only at about 4 minutes now. So you know, we still got some time to kind of bring everything down together. Alright, so we're about 6 minutes in, almost going on 7. As you can see, it is starting to come together a little bit more, which is nice. It's fully coming together. The dough and the flour actually is coming off the side of the bowl, which is nice. And here eventually you will see that this dough will come together, and what most people call it like pumpkin, I guess. It does kind of form into like a pumpkin looking dough, so that is really nice. One thing that I do like to use when I'm mixing my dough is I like to use my thermometer gun. That way I could kind of just keep a track to see, you know, how hot the dough is getting. Right now it's looking at about 61 degrees Fahrenheit, which is, you know, pretty perfect. I believe what I don't like to do is I don't like to get above I don't know, 70 degrees, 71, 72, kind of keep it you know, kind of warm, but not too warm. So as you can see, it is coming together now. Give it a couple more minutes and eventually you will see everything kind of pull in together, which would be nice. So we'll come back here in about a couple minutes or so and I'll show you what that looks like. Alright, so we're now about 12 minutes in. As you can see now, everything is starting to pull together, which is really nice. Here with the next minute or so, you will start seeing basically what we call a pumpkin, where it does come all together and kind of almost forms like a pumpkin looking dough. So as you can see, it is starting to pull off the bottom nicely. So like I said, within the next minute or so, we should be able to see it all come fully together. Again, what I really love about this mixer, that again, it really kneads it really well. It also basically incorporates a lot of air, which is really nice, is what you basically want when kneading. So we'll go ahead and come back here in a bit, and as you can see, it is starting to pull off from the bottom. So yeah, we'll come back when it is fully incorporated and it starts looking like that pumpkin looking thing. Alright, so we're approaching the 15-minute mark. Like I said, I like to do around 15 minutes. And as you can see, it is coming together now. Kind of almost looks like ice cream, some would say as well. But it is getting really smooth, and you can see the bottom of the bowl is getting nice and clean. So again, like I said, it is coming all together, which is the perfect sign of the dough basically coming to the point where it's ready, you know, to be finished and taken out. So as you can see now, those ridges or like those ripples that it is building, again, it's just kind of pulling it all together, which is perfect. So we're about 15:07 there. Maybe give it about another couple seconds here. And let's take a look and see. We're looking at about 69.1 degrees Fahrenheit, which is perfect. Like I said, I don't like to get the dough too hot, overheated. So really at this point, we're about 15:28. I guess at this point, we could go ahead and take a look at the dough here. So let's go ahead and cut this off. And you can see there's some air bubbles there, nice and smooth. You can see how it is making, you know, that, you know, kind of almost like a ripple effect. So let's go ahead and pull this, and you can see the dough is basically really strong. This is what you want when mixing. So I guess really at this point, we'll go ahead and finish it off. I'll go ahead and let this rest now in the mixer for about 15 minutes. And then we'll come back, do one last final mix. And then basically the dough is ready then to be into balls. But basically I just want to show you how I make my dough in my Famag mixer. Again, I'll put the link down below of where you can purchase this, as well as the recipe to this dough. Again, this is for about 8 dough balls. So yeah, so we'll come back here shortly. 15 minutes has stopped, and so now as you can see, the dough has basically kind of flattened out a little bit, which is fine. The gluten now is strong. So let's go ahead. We're just gonna do a quick little spin here. Again, I like to keep it at 7, and we're just gonna go ahead and just give it a quick little mix here, pull it all back together. As you can see, it is coming back together there, really nice. And that's perfect. So we'll give it about like 30 seconds. Perfect. At this point, we'll go ahead and let it finish. Again, at this point, I'll go ahead now and ball it up. I'll leave it at room temp for 1 hour. Then after the 1 hour, then I do my balls at that point. And then we'll let that rest for 2 hours, and then the pizza is basically ready to go. So I will post a photo here at the end of what the dough did look like at the very end of this mix. Again, if you guys like what you see, like and subscribe to follow and look out for more videos. I do post weekly videos on my YouTube. I post pretty frequently on my Instagram, which is just going to be the Pizza Guy John. Again, this was just a mixer video of the mixer, my Famag mixer. Really love it. Easy to clean. Again, I just basically kind of pulled this off, and again, it's easy to clean. So again, if you like what you see, like and subscribe for more future videos. Thank you.